Welcome to the Boom Bap Kingdom. Yo, peace and welcome to the Boom Bap Kingdom. We're here and we're super chilling. And today I wanted to talk about that new remix feature coming from Spotify. I don't know. I have some concerns and I'm betting you guys do too. So let's take a few minutes to talk about it. So Spotify has this remix feature. It should be out already, and it's going to allow premium users to create playlists, essentially create remixes, do mashups, things like that with artist music. Spotify has this kind of broken up into levels. There's premium tier. Let's break that down into what it can and can't do. So to start off, it's going to have remix capability. That feature is going to allow users to alter the speed, tempo of songs, and it's also going to allow users to combine tracks, different songs, and create what they call mashups. Basically, blends. It can also allow users to share their remixes with other users within Spotify. Say you have a large playlist or you just want to create your own and you're a premium user, you can do this mashup remix thing with this new feature and then share those remixes that you've created with other users on the platform. Right now, you cannot share those remixes outside of the platform. Supposedly, Spotify has revenue sharing. So there's been a thing with unauthorized remixes on Spotify. You see it on YouTube all the time. People that make beats or whatever, they pull acapellas and they put their own beats to it, or maybe they're DJs online. They create remixes and they throw them out there. Spotify is trying to supposedly go after revenue for the remixes on their platform. When you're on these other platforms where these remixes are created, these artists don't get paid for that. You know, the producers, maybe if they have a YouTube channel that's monetized, they're making money that way, but the artists themselves are not making any money. So Spotify claims they're going to have revenue sharing. So they'll have their standard premium plan and some other plans, and those plans are going to allow users to do more things with artist music. So in a nutshell, I find this a little, I don't know, I'm conflicted, right? Because I produce and I'm also an artist. I make my own stuff. I have my crew, Cipher, Dialect. I have my other crew, Street Skholarz, my solo stuff. And the ethical aspects of this remix thing is kind of bothersome to me. The reason is Spotify is not allowing artists to opt out. So that's where I have a real conflict here. If you're opting in, then that's great. But if you don't want people remixing your stuff unauthorized or otherwise, to me, a remix needs to be for hire, right? So if I'm the artist or the producer and I have music out there and I want it remixed, the remixer should be approaching me. But the reality is the way it worked back in the days is if I had a record out and I wanted that record to become a single, I would commission a producer to create a remix. That's how it worked back in the days. But now it seems like all of that is just going to the wayside. And platforms like Spotify are allowing people to create these remixes themselves. So are we really sure that the revenue sharing is going to be there? What I know is Spotify is chasing this new remix feature because they're starting to lose a little bit of revenue to TikTok. TikTok has a similar feature. So Spotify doesn't want to lose their audience because they're not staying in tune with the features that other platforms have. So personally, I really don't agree with this feature, especially because you can't opt out as an artist. Where this gets really gray is it's based on the distributor. So for instance, when you upload a YouTube video, there are certain checkboxes that you can allow: embedding, remixing, things like that. And you can enable that or disable that. If you're using a digital distributor, your DistroKids, TuneCores, your CD Babies, whoever's out there, and that distributor does not have a similar option where you can opt out of these things, then every time you upload your music, there is a potential for some listener on Spotify to perform or create a remix of your material. So me personally, I would really prefer to be able to opt out of that. I wouldn't want somebody remixing my stuff. I want to know what you guys think about this. If you're an artist, a producer, are you okay with the listener just having the ability to remix your music without your permission? Your distributor has to give you the option to opt in or out. I know how I feel about this, but I want to know how you guys feel about it. So get in those comments. Let me know what you think about Spotify and these other guys like DJ with Apple Music, the Mashup app. If you're a producer or artist out there, let me know how you feel about the listeners having the ability to make remixes of your music. And with that, I'll give you guys a BBK salute. Peace.